Hey, this is Chris, and today is July the 9th, 2013, and the reason I'm making this video today is because in about 2 weeks, Google is going to be converting everybody to the new Enhanced campaign on their pay-per-click advertising site. If you aren't familiar with what Enhanced is, do a Google search and find out, but I'm pretty sure that most people who are currently running a pay-per-click campaign are familiar with what is coming, or at least have an idea of the Google Enhanced platform that's coming. So I want to talk to you about some changes that you're going to see. One of the things is they're not going to allow phone numbers within the actual ad text. You used to be able to do this, and still some ads out there that do have this, but again, when July 22nd comes around, all those ads will be completely disapproved. So as you see here, I've typed in a pretty generic term, walk-in tubs, and you see the ads. And you see obviously the actual image ads over here, the product ads themselves. But if you go down, there is an ad here that still has a phone number within their ad text. So you see the 877 number, and this will get disapproved again. So they need to go ahead and change that and take care of it and convert over to an ad that does not have the phone number in. One of the good things about Google AdWords with their enhanced product is they're allowing you to actually use their tracking phone numbers, and more or less you don't have to pay for it. Before it used to be $1 for every call, but they are allowing you now to use their phone number and track it as a conversion within AdWords. It's not very robust. It only currently right now is within the ad group. It doesn't give you the keyword. So I always recommend using an ad tracking software that will track all of your phone calls. You can listen to recordings and that type of thing. So more or less, if you have any phone numbers within your ads, go ahead and change those ads over and take the phone number that you have, if you don't have a tracking phone number, or if you do have a tracking phone number, and set those up within ad extensions, and then set them as a conversion. So you can essentially say a call has to be 30 seconds to count as a conversion, a minute, or whatever your standard is. So go ahead and do that. That's under the ad extensions. You also want to set up 2 extensions on a minimum, one of them for the desktop traffic, and the second one would be for your mobile traffic. So if you're doing mobile, you want to click the click to call only button unless you want to actually go to your website. So what will happen is if someone sees your ad on their mobile phone, they're going to see the phone number, they're going to click it, and they're going to have the option to call you as opposed to actually going to your website. So if you do a lot of customers who call you on the phone, this is definitely a good thing. So take advantage of it. You really want to be on the lookout for the bid modifiers. What they're doing is they're merging tablets and desktop as the same product, whereas prior in the legacy campaigns you could separate those out, or you could basically say I don't want to advertise on tablets, or I don't want to advertise on mobile, or if you want to run 3 separate ad campaigns, one for desktop, one for tablet, and one for mobile, you could do that. They're kind of merging everything in right now, so you pretty much have to advertise on tablet, which is, in my opinion, a really bad thing, because what I've seen is that tablet doesn't convert as well as desktop. I've already converted all of my customers over to the enhanced campaign, and I'm starting to get that data, so I have a pretty good idea, of what's happening with that. But you want to go ahead and make sure that you're paying attention to the bid modifiers, because what is happening is you have to do a bid modifier based on the mobile device. So let's say, for example, you're bidding on the term walk-in tubs, which we're talking about, and you're bidding $5 per click. Now let's use that example. And you want to bid on mobile, but you want to not bid quite as much, obviously, because you're going to get more phone calls. You may not get many people that actually go on your site and make a purchase. So when you go in there, it's going to ask you a modifier, and it'll give you a suggestion. What I suggest is to go back and look over your previous data if you have any for mobile, and kind of determine based on that if you want to increase the bid or you want to decrease the bid. If you don't want to advertise on mobile at all, just put it as a -100, and that should negate any mobile traffic coming to your site from pay-per-click. If you do want to bid on mobile, obviously pick the percentage that you want to increase on your bid, and then you also want to make sure that you create an ad within each ad group that is mobile only. So essentially, you're going to have two ads within each ad group. They could be the same text, same content. One of them is going to be for desktop/tablet. The other one's going to be for mobile only. The next thing is, again, just really watch your traffic as far as the tablets goes, because this is something that, I've seen doesn't get as good as conversions. And you may want to go in and take a look at your landing pages or your website on your tablets, and then, essentially optimize those landing pages or website for tablet if possible. Another thing that I noticed is a lot of people use tablets after hours or after 5 or while they're sitting at home watching TV. So if you find that you're getting a lot of traffic during this time and it's not converting and you're getting a lot of tablet traffic, you can also do a bid modifier for that time of day. So you may want to say from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock, I want to reduce my bids by 50%. Or you may just want to shut that time off completely. So the enhanced campaign is not a bad thing. It's not good for the tablet part of it, but there is a lot of flexibility that they are giving you. Again, I really like the phone numbers and counting those as conversions with no cost. Again, I always suggest using a tracking phone number where you can actually listen to the calls themselves, and but again, they're offering it for free. So if they're going to offer it for free, you might as well take advantage of it. There are other things in there as well too. So when you do convert over, just pay attention to what's going on. The more data that you start to get, kind of refine your campaign, and again, just more or less make sure that mobile is something that you want to advertise on if you're not already, because it's a completely different market than the desktop and tablet, but tablet is basically a different market than all the rest of them. So go in and take a look. You still have a couple of weeks to actually get that converted. Excuse me, have less than 2 weeks, but it's coming soon. See if you can get some data from your campaign and do some analysis on that and see how that works out. Make adjustments based on that. If you have any questions, need any help with it, obviously you can contact me.